What is your fashion acorn? How do you express yourself stylistically? What style feels most organic and aligned with your sense of self? These beads have a lot of history. They've been with me for 50 years. They represent my fashion acorn. Well, what is a fashion acorn? Well, I extrapolate the idea from the work of James Hillman. In his book, The Soul's Code, he discusses the concept of the acorn. It's an idea, image, calling that begins in childhood and, if nurtured, may grow into a majestic tree when we're older. And so for me, my fashion acorn is the embellished. I've long been influenced by a romantic, eclectic sense of style. I'm inspired by the graceful dance of light and prisms and rainbows that fill the room when I'm adorned in a crystal-covered top or jacket. It fills me with joy. And those beads? Well, according to my mother, when I was about 3 years old, I saw those beads as we were walking through a store. I would not leave the store without them. I loudly insisted that they had to come home with us. My acorn indeed. For years I had to hunt down embellished items as they were not in style. Now the tide has turned and finally bling is here to stay. A few weeks ago I visited one of my favorite consignment shops and purchased a few items. And they definitely represent luxury on a budget. I put a few books together for you, and we're going to change pace here and have some fun experimenting with these pieces. I hope you enjoy. My first look is a show me petite jacket which I paired with a vintage Tahari skirt, Teva boots, and a Prada bag. I love the color and fit of this piece. It has this one center hook and this beautiful light blue silk lining and the light silk detailing on the cuffs and neckline. And this vintage Anne Klein skirt, which has been in my collection for probably about 20-25 years. My next look is this really unique Anne Klein top, which I pair with Argos of Society jeans, a vintage Fendi bag, and shoes from DSW. I love the flow of this top. It's super comfy and really soft. You can see here there's a small space where you fit your hand through. This top is sort of half sweater, half cape. And like I said, my vintage Fendi bag, and I actually carried this bag on my wedding day. Next up, we have this J. Crew top. I have it alone here, and we'll pair it with some other pieces later on. It's perfect for layering. It's got this beautiful sheen to it. Classic button down, very comfortable and easy to wear. Got my vintage Fendi bag. Got this sort of unique snakeskin back and chain, as well as my blinged out DSW sneakers. Now we have the same J. Crew top underneath a vintage Valentina vest, which I purchased from eBay. And I will show you detailing on the vest in the next frame. It pairs really wonderfully with this top, and I've got it with my Aspinall blending bag and my shoes from DSW. So looking more closely at this Valentina top, it is wool. I believe this is from the 60s, possibly 70s. And you can see the detailing and the lovely color combination. Really unique. And in really good condition. I'm holding it up to the camera so that you can see the bead work. It looks great. This top is probably, 55, 60 years old. Looking pretty good for its age. We also have the top underneath one of my favorite blinged out Escada jackets. I love the sequin tweed in this piece and feel that these two pair perfectly. And as we've seen before, I have it with one of my vintage Fendi bags. Lastly, I have this gorgeous vintage Pierre Balmain big bolero that I purchased from the Real. And the detailing on this piece is just extraordinary. I have this paired with a vintage Calvin Klein silk skirt, which has been in my collection for quite some time, probably about 25 years. You see I'm holding this up to the camera. This beautiful beading. It's in very good condition. I believe this is also from the 60s, as was the last piece. And this is a vintage Celine handbag, which I purchased from eBay. I purchased these pieces during the month of September as a way of celebrating #SecondhandSeptember. And if you're on my Instagram, you may have seen some of these behind-the-scenes peeks of my time at the store. I'm curious, what is your fashion acorn? Is there a look or a style that has always served as an anchor for you? Also, if there's something that you would like me to cover on my channel in future videos, let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas. So thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope that you've enjoyed our time together. I'm leaving a link for my blog below. And as always, be healthy, be empowered, and most importantly, be you. See you next time. Take care.